Hey, it's Shel Anderson from Shel's Creative Corner and Shel Anderson Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'd like to thank you for joining me today for Stamp with Shel. We are going to be exploring the March 2021 paper pumpkin called Here's to You. I just got this in the mail yesterday and I'm excited to get into this and check out what they have planned for us this month. Now, this is an all-inclusive kit. In your kit, you have everything that you need to make the cards that they have designed for us. For this class, they have designed 4 each of 2 cards for a total of 8 cards. So for this video this morning, I'm going to be making 1 of each of these cards. And I just wanted to lay everything out here and show you what you get in this kit. There are 8 envelopes, and this time they are the craft envelopes. So that's going to be fun. And this month they gave us these fabulous envelope liners. So we will have 1 of each of those today. And then the card bases this month, 1 is pre-printed and 1 is just plain in the Pretty Peacock. Okay. And then they have given us some die cut sheets. We have this one here, and then we have 2 of this one. And they're white on the back side. And then we have these, if I can get this lifted up, I have no fingernails. We have these big card front sized printed sheets. 4 of those. We have 2 different sizes of tags here, and I'm guessing these are for our greetings. We have a full sheet of mini dimensionals, a full sheet of glue dots, some linen thread, a Calypso Coral ink pad, a sponge, and let's bring this up, a fabulous stamp set. There's birds and trees and some flowers, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate greetings. And the star of the show this time are these fabulous stencils. So we have stars, we have mountains, we have clouds, and we have the sun. All right. So I'm going to make my cards today as close to the same as what they are asking us to do in the kit. And then my next video afterwards will be the some alternatives for you, some different ideas. That's how I do mine every month. I like to change things up a bit and challenge myself to see what I can design that's different. So I am just going to pull out some of the pieces that I'm going to need for these cards. All right, let's just lay this flat for a minute so I can get all the pieces out here. I'm going to need the thread. I'm going to need 1 of these. And I'm going to need 1 of these. And I'm going to need 1 of these. And I'm going to need 1 of these and 1 of these. All right. I think that we are done. So these card liners just slide in like that, and then you would just attach just below the gummed area and then just fold it over. How simple is that, eh? But it makes it pretty on the inside when somebody opens it up. All right, so we are looking for a greeting that says, "Here's to you." And I need to get my stamping mat. And we are going to stamp our greeting. Actually, let's do it this way. And I already have a Calypso Coral ink spot open, so I'm not going to open the new one until I need it. All right. Here's to you. I apologize if my head's in the camera. Well, that didn't work very well. All right. All right, I'm just rubbing this on my jeans off camera. Get that seasoned up a little bit, and we will flip this over. And now I have all the little fuzzies off my jeans on the stamp. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to grab my Stamparatus because I don't want to mess this up again. I want to be able to re-stamp it if I need to. And do I have another little? I do. Oops. It's just that these photopolymer stamps are so sticky that I know that piece of paper is going to try to lift. Well, that's crooked. Let's try that. Now this should help us out because we should be able to stamp this a couple of times if we need be. It's just that it's a brand new stamp. If I had stamped it and scrubbed it a few times, it would have worked much better. There we go. Stamparatus to the rescue. Okay. Oh, I better take my stamp off there or I'll be losing it. I don't need that. Okay, so this is minimal stamping for this card. So we're going to fold our card base and we are going to burnish that flat. And then they have taken these little clouds and put them, oh, I see something that I missed. We have more stamping. These little birds are going to get stamped on this panel. And they actually stamped them in Calypso, if you can believe it. And it looks really, really cute. So we're going to do the same thing. But I am going to stamp this a few times on my scrap here, just so I can season that stamp a little bit. All right, we'll bring this up and see if we can get some birds on here. There we go. All right, I'll put that stamp away and go back to our card. So it seems to me what they've done is they've used mini dimensionals for the backs of all of these pieces. So I'm just going to place the dimensionals down the trees. And you can do as many or as few as you see fit. Now I'm just going to take my paper snips, and on the framework here I'm just going to snip off a piece because I would like to have this well supported. So I'm going to go like so. Perfect. And I'm going to snip off another piece and do the top of this tree. Perfect. Okay, so we have that piece done. And that one is now done. All right, what am I missing? Oh, this little green guy. Now, just because they've put these all on dimensionals, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Remember, this is your card. And if you don't want to follow the instructions at all and just do your own thing, go for it. All right. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of dimensionals. All right, so they took the linen thread and they wrapped it around like so. And they put that behind this greeting. So we're going to save that for the very last. Now we get to assemble. So let's start with these top pieces. Come on, let go. There we go. All right, so this one kind of went over to the side that away a little bit. And then this one went over to the left side, offset a little bit. Kind of like that. Cute, eh? And then we need to put our trees on. I think that little corner is going to be visible, so I'm going to chop it off. All right, so our trees are gonna go something like this. And then we have this little old olive strip that's also going to be offset to the left. Kind of like this offset idea. It's giving me ideas. Oops, pulled off the dimensional. Wants to stay on my finger. All right. So now we are back to the twine and the greeting. So I'm thinking actually, I think it's going to be easier if I press a piece There we go. Something like so. No, I've got it too big. Maybe I should have done it the other way. Third time's got to be a charm, right? Oh, that looks better. Just press that into the dimensionals. It still looks too big to me. Well, well, well. I wonder how many times the designer struggled with this before they got it right. Probably not this many, right? Okay. And that little tail. We're just going to cut that off. Well, there we go. Oh, I like that better. All right, so we're just going to press that in place down here in the corner. And there, my friends, is our first card. Pretty easy, except for my struggle with the twine. Okay, we're going to move on. So now it's telling me I need 3 of these little die cut guys. And I need 1 of these pre-printed card fronts. And I'm going to need 1 of these gorgeous pretty peacock card bases, 1 of these fabulous floral liners, and an envelope. So that's the pieces I need for this one. And this one is designed to be a birthday card. So let's have a look. So the cards that they've designed, we're not using stencils at all. That's for us to design our own cards, because following the instructions here, there's nowhere that it tells us to use stencils. And there's some additional ideas on the back side as well. So we are simply stamping on this one, and we need 3 happy birthdays, and we need some birds in the sky. So that should be pretty easy. So I will get out the birds and the happy birthday. All right, I'm going to give this happy birthday a little scrub before we even start. And we need to bring back our Stamparatus. Let's see if I can get these stamped. I don't know. No, I'm going to have to do this with a block. It's just, the tag is too tiny. All right. So I'm going to do a couple stamps on some scrap here. Get this seasoned a little bit. All right. Woo! That could have been disastrous. Butterfingers. Here we go. Happy birthday. Not too shabby. I can live with that. Notice how they progressively get better the more we stamp. It's just the more seasoned the stamp is. I might flip this one over. There we go. All right. So now we have to switch this up and grab our little birds, and there it is, hiding underneath. We need to put some birds in the sky. And really, who would ever think to use Calypso coral for birds? But as you can see, it works. I'd have never done it. So we're learning something today, to think outside the box a little bit. All right. Now, my friends, we are on the home stretch. We're going to fold our card base. Oh, sir. And burnish that flat. Then we are going to add this to the card front. Now you could use dimensionals, you can use the glue dots. For me, it was just easier to grab my Tombow. And I love how on these pre-printed cards they've chosen to do the clouds with a pretty peacock instead of a black or a gray. It really pulls all the colors together. All right, the card liner, once again, it'll be the same. Just slide it into your envelope and just attach it here at the top. You don't need to glue it at the bottom, because it won't come out once you add your adhesive to it. And that coordinates this together. So now we just need some little mini dimensionals for the back side of these. And we will be done. Almost makes you want to get out and go for a walk, eh? All these birds and trees and sunshine. All right, so we're going to put the first one up here. And we're just going to work our way down. Like so. And there, my friends, is our second paper pumpkin card. Oops, that one's not quite even. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. So there's the second one and the coordinating envelope. And here is our first one and its coordinating envelope. So I hope you enjoyed this paper pumpkin stamp with Shel. Love getting my kits in the mail. If you'd like to order the one for next month, give me a shout. I would be pleased to get that ordered up for you. And I will be back later in the week with some alternatives, and we're going to play with those stencils. I can't wait to get my hands on those stencils. All right, bye-bye for now. Have a great weekend.